Greetings everybody, Okami of Games Online. Welcome back to more Lost Dimension. Last time, we went through the 5 DLC quests, providing us with some backstory. And in this episode, it is time to take on the end. Absolution and Void. Let's do this. Let's put everybody in our party. Let's give this everything we've got. Finally here, at the end.
At last, we've come to this moment.
Is that the real you, the end?
Are you blind? Do you not trust your own eyes?
No, I can tell. This hostility, the hatred I feel, everything prior pales in comparison. We finally meet, face to face.
First, I wish to know how you enjoyed the trip up here. And I'd like to know how it feels to select your comrades, watch them dwindle in number, and continue on all the same. No clever words, huh? No matter. Your eyes tell me everything. They are filled with rage, practically twitching with hatred. Oh, it's just what I was hoping to see. But your anger is meaningless. A cheap plaything compared to what the rest of them endured. Their fates chosen for them by others. Your misfortune, measured against theirs, is meaningless. For you are still standing. You are still alive.
I don't deny that. I am alive. Though I bear a heavy sin, I'm still breathing. When I think of those who died, perhaps I am fortunate to be alive.
That's correct. You've been far too blessed. So much easier when you're the one choosing, huh? You are the key one behind making the choices because, in your own right, you're the chosen one.
What are you getting at?
It's part of who you are, your very existence. From the beginning, you were chosen.
Chosen? Me?
That's exactly why I can never forgive you. I will always hate you because you were the chosen one from the start, destined to live. And not me. That's why I planned this entire encounter around making you suffer.
What?
This is all your fault, Sho. I don't care about destroying the world. The fate of mankind isn't why I'm here. I only wanted one single thing. To watch you suffer. You chose who lives and who dies, and you changed people's fates. I wanted to make you feel the weight of those choices. And that's exactly why I arranged all this.
What are you spouting? To make me suffer? You're telling me you started this whole ordeal just for that?
Just for that? How can you ask that? I will never forgive you. You've been handed everything. You were guaranteed life itself. How could you possibly understand the despair of being sentenced to death? But don't worry. I'll make you understand. Whatever it takes.
So this is what it took. You sacrificed the lives of so many people just to exact your personal revenge? Is that what this is? In that case, I will never forgive you. However much you hate me, I have my reasons for having to defeat you.
I don't care about your reasons. To hell with them. All I care is that you suffer thoroughly. If I have to destroy the world to do that, so be it.
He's insane. We must never lose to someone like him.
All about revenge, huh? I understand it as a motive, but it doesn't make things all right.
You involved the whole world in your own personal vendetta. Something like this will not be forgiven.
A thirst for vengeance so strong it draws in the entire world. I'm curious where this stems from, but I doubt you'll oblige me.
Nothing good can ever come out of being consumed by revenge. That said, I have no sympathy for you. You've caused the death of too many.
This is our final battle. Let's do this, everyone!
Absolution and Void. Starting this off,
Let's do
if
this.
you have not successfully erased all of the traitors, you would instead be playing a mission known as Lost Dimension, fittingly enough, the title of the game. But we have successfully erased all the traitors. If you don't successfully erase all the traitors, the mission will also involve you defeating anybody in your party who is still a traitor. So say, for example, if I spared Zenji, in this battle, I would first have to fight Zenji, then we would fight the end, and we'd have one less party member. But that is not in the cards this time, unfortunately, the end. We've only got allies with us. The end, if you are under level, he is nothing to sneeze at, because as we are about to find out, he's got pretty powerful counterattacks. And he attacks twice with them.
Then let's begin.
He also has attacks that can attack the entire party, and he's also got attacks that can make him duplicate himself, so he'll make 4 clones of himself. Those are the absolute worst. However, we've got powerful abilities on our side, so the end, you are out of your match.
I doubt you have any recollection, but you and I were actually raised in the same facility. In order to save their doomed world, the researchers there proposed a plan to implant the Fate materia into human specimens. They determined that the stone's supernatural powers could only be harnessed through live implantation. And so the 12 of us were selected to be their test subjects. Myself and all of the sealed members. Those gifts you have are byproducts of receiving the Fate materia. And by sheer luck, one of those byproducts made one of us most suitable to sort out our numbers. And that person was you, Sho. But of course, you don't remember us all being raised together. After all, once the world was replicated and the two were split apart, they wiped all of our memories. They created this tower for the Other Earth project. Thanks to the core materia, they were able to take the inconsistency point between the two worlds and give it physical form. That's what the pillar is. The judgment that you're so familiar with by now was also instrumental in the creation of the new world. It was a method of sending a child with materia to the other world. Do you see now the gravity of your sins, Sho? In your innocence, you made the final decision. Who should live and who should die? Don't you grasp the cruelty of it all?
Commencing assault.
It seems now that light has been shed on this whole judgment process we're so familiar with now.
This power.
They're sent to this other world, and that is what caused them to disappear. They weren't necessarily killed, but they were sent to the other world, doomed to be dead.
We did it!
But it's over at the end.
Did we get him?
You must be so very pleased with yourselves. Look at you. The heroes who saved the world. Savor that sweet taste of victory. You've won a future full of hope. But I warn you not to forget. In the wake of that hope, there are many lives in despair. as they draw their last breath. What do you mean by that? You are heroes. You have saved many lives today. But so too have you doomed countless others. Doomed? What are you talking about? Enjoy this victory. And may your ugly lives be forever cursed by the souls of those you erased. We won. Haven't we?
Yes. With this it ends. We don't even need to check the body.
That didn't sound like he was being a sore loser. But there's no way of knowing what he meant.
It's enough that the danger that loomed over the world is now gone. Wouldn't you agree?
His parting words were a bit weightier than expected. We mustn't dwell on them. And yet...
Isn't this fine? We did save the world after all. Didn't we?
Vienne's parting words concern me a little. Still, it doesn't change the fact that we won. Let's head home, everyone. The world we saved is waiting for us. We were victorious against the end. We prevented the nuclear warheads from being launched, and saved the world from destruction. The world was at peace once more. Supposedly. But for some reason, the End's last words still weighed heavily on my mind. You are heroes, and you have saved many lives today. But so too have you doomed countless others. I didn't understand the truth behind those words, and I had no way to find out. I fear we may never know. If, in the wake of our victory, countless lives really were lost. What was that sensation? We didn't know, and we never would know, about those who were sacrificed at the cost of this victory, nor the weight of the sin we had to carry because of it.
And that is the end of Lost Dimension. But it isn't really the end of Lost Dimension. Because it is as show says, Yen's parting words seem a bit hazy. As if there is something more to this that we don't know. So I think we need to look back and see what exactly this is he was talking about. But for now, we are victorious. We've saved the world. But the End's parting words are still concerning that while we did save the world, we've doomed many lives as well. So, credits. We do have the credits. But, I've been very subtle about this. There is, in fact, a New Game Plus to this game, and that is going to be what the remaining episodes are going to be covering is New Game Plus. We are not yet done with this game, not even close, actually. There is still a lot more to this game that we have not done yet. And that's going to be coming up tomorrow, in tomorrow's update, where we're going to start the Lost Dimension New Game Plus and cover the differences. And we have quite the long road ahead of us still. And that will become apparent once again in the next episode. I'm really just being pretty coy about what changes in New Game Plus. But all will be revealed soon enough. But regardless, up to this point so far, I've really been enjoying making this series. I really enjoy the idea I had to cut out any hint of who the traitor is, so you wouldn't find out who the traitor is until Judgment Time. But I guess I shouldn't go much into my thoughts on Lost Dimension and the Let's Play as a whole, because this technically isn't the finale. We still have many a thing to do. Because while we did max our camaraderie with a bunch of our team members, there is still Agito, Marco, and George. Although you're not going to be seeing the camaraderie events for a few more episodes. You're going to be seeing them all, more or less all at once, one after another. But we've maxed out, basically, we've maxed out our camaraderie with everyone with the exception of Agito, Marco, and George. Now, you might be wondering how you're supposed to max out your camaraderie with George specifically. That's another thing we're going to be covering in New Game Plus, how you're supposed to max out his camaraderie. Which, it's a lot more simple than you think it is. But I look forward to all the changes in New Game Plus and covering all those. And in New Game Plus, we're probably also going to be looking at all the files that we've been receiving throughout the course of this adventure. This has been quite the adventure. We've had all this stuff that's basically providing us with backstory. So we might be dedicating an episode to reading all of that. So, is there really much else to say? I don't really think so, except I'm gonna let the scene that you see after the credits sit with you for a bit. Chains of fate will be severed when all the bonds of camaraderie are gathered from your comrades. Next time on Lost Dimension, we're going to be beginning New Game Plus, looking through all of the changes. See you guys then.